Olivia did not log in. Wayne did not log in. They were both absent. Wayne is almost never absent. He's always late. And I just assumed he'd be in. So I wrote tardy. Shit. It's time to get slutty. Are you serious? Slutty time. So many sluts. Not enough sluts. Too many sluts. You never know. Alright, who do we got here? Zurich is all set. Milan are all set. Naples are all set, so it's these 5 teams. Let's take a look at our thing here. Belfast do have some changes. They're at the bottom. We'll do them first. Changes in Maine. Long ball counterattack on Cuervo. In custom, remove anchoring. He never had anchoring. Put defensive on that. So he already did that. So there we go. We must have done it pre-match or something, so we're all set. Alright. And he wants to start in Maine. Okay. Norded. Bobo to false winger. That's Spitz. This is Bobo, and we're going to change it to false winger. Starting defensive normal tempo. So we're going to go main, defense, and normal. Okay. Oslo. Main preset, we got a new formation. Everything to play for Oslo. Main preset, wingbacks off. Defensive preset, defensive on Moto. And defensive on Hunt. Nothing in custom. We'll do the man marking in the game. And let's do this new formation. It's a 4-4-2. So Zuniga to left back. It might be easier to just do this. Okay. This will be Rosas. This will be Moto. This will be Hunt. The left side will be Emu. And then Harden and Panchito. Schletbo, Cook, Weisenbahn, and Zuniga will swap. So Zuniga's left back, Weisenbahn. So they're all set. And of course we have the man marking. Copenhagen are not playing today. So we're looking for Madrid and Berlin. So here's Madrid. Joel on for Bernino. It's pretty quick, huh? About to get started. 5 minutes. 8 teams done. Joel on for Bernino. I love how Alessio just plays Joel just for the fuck of it. I'll search to see if... I don't think Vukovic has really said much of anything in a while, but we'll take a look. No changes from a month ago, so I guess he's the same. Do we have any new players? I gotta pee so bad. I think we have at least one. I think they're on Zurich, and I would like to try to do that game. And Belfast, so we have 2 teams. Okay, so we gotta make 2 guys really quick. I'm gonna pee, and then we'll party with these 2 boys. These 2 beautiful boys. They're just so beautiful, man. 18 right. Sorry, I was annoyed. I have not heard the new... I didn't even know they had one. I haven't listened to them since I was in college. I was a big fan of them. They definitely started a trend of that same sound on the radio. I like their old stuff a lot. I'll have to dabble in it later today. Does anybody on Belfast know if Mike wanted there it is. The new guy starting. Alpha's gonna be benched, but he will be the first sub on. I don't think he had any stuff. No, it's just defensive and attacking fullbacks. Was he on kicks? Oh, he was the captain, I think. Make sure our kick takers are not crazy. Join the attack. I don't know why it wouldn't be this. So. And they will be on very early. Okay. Alright, Berlin, Naples, time to party. Alright. Dry. Normal dry. Alright, there they are. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. All right. I'm going to try to come up with a bunch of giveaways while this game is going on. Belfast and Norden are second, followed by Oslo, Madrid, then Milan, Zurich. I'm just going to do it. Wife can deal with it. Got ready fairly early, so I think we got plenty of time. Normal dry, still nicely so. Alright, just gonna get this one going. I'll turn the camera on in a second. my gosh, there is. All right, here we go. We are underway, and Naples and Berlin. Naples pretty much need a victory tonight. Berlin could probably escape. Oh my goodness, they scored a goal! Oh, we just got here! It's Mesmoudi! And just like that, it's an early lead for Berlin. Let me catch my bearings here. Mesmoudi with an opening goal, and yeah, I think Naples might have to go high tempo. I can't change it until the 15th minute. But yeah, they got to get something going. They are the lowest scoring team in the league phase, I think. Well, it's a tie. Naples, Riga, and Oslo all have one goal. They've only allowed 9, which is like top 5. Naples' defense has been amazing coming into this game. That's only their 10th goal. And we are at 15. They're going to go high tempo. We'll see what Naples look like. Arlo Jones. By Stindl, back to Jones, who finds Wiener. Well, it's a much different League Cup campaign for Berlin this time around, compared to the last one where they were unbeaten in the group stage, league phase, group stage. Anasic. Gunter. Cobra Val back to Anasic to Alana Ficina. Dusty Nips back to Ficina. Sounds like I'm commentating a pornography. Uh-oh, here goes Danny Optic. Optic with a beautiful ball out wide to Joan Wentworth. Joan Wentworth sends it across, that one off the outstretched leg of the Berlin defender. Kept in play by Brauer. That's the thing with this Berlin side. They added some user players, didn't they? Bar Stindl, Brauer, while keeping some of those core key players. Drinkwater by Chow, Mesmoudi. Vukovic's user player has not gotten a lot of game time because he's lower rated. Opting instead to go with that familiar back line. Joan Wentworth. Dusty Nips. Naples looking much better since the high tempo change, don't they? This ball over the top. It's a nice one. Oh my goodness, just too much mustard on it. Send that hot dog back. By Chow. This is a crazy ball out wide. Hashtag bring back Chow. Mesmoudi gets the cross in, but cleared away only as far as Mesmoudi. The goal scorer back to Enzo Lamar. Enzo not playing for Chelsea this weekend. He'll play for Berlin, won't he? This will go out. It's a corner kick for Berlin. This might be the most interesting Naples game all season. I'm a big fan of Naples, by the way. I like Naples a lot. I like all of our newer clubs. I think they're really fun because they don't have like a story yet. So it's like exciting to see, like, all right, what can they do? And remember, we have 7 teams, 6 or 7 teams that aren't even in this competition. Dusty Naples. Dusty Napes. I just realized that this is the perfect team for him to be here. Oh, dude, let's go. down in Coors. You are Latino, dude. I was telling my wife when I worked at the liquor store in my early 20s, it got to the point where you just knew what people were going to buy as soon as they came into the store. And Latino people, obviously they would buy Corona. They also love Coors Light. And what's really funny is I'd never seen these before, but Coors Light and Corona, at least in Central Florida, they make a smaller container. The Coronas are called Coronitas. So instead of like a 12-ounce bottle, it's like 8. And then I think Coors was the same, but it was a tiny little can. And it was always like the Mexican guys after they'd done like 50 lawns. And it was like 2 in the afternoon, and they'd come in. And they came in like a 30-pack. It was like a huge pack because the total volume was about the same. That was always funny. You get pretty good at it. It's very racial, by the way, which is really funny. Because the demographics that they market to is so deliberate. Like, older black people would drink brandy, and then younger black people would pay so much money for super expensive, like, cognac that wasn't even good cognac. It was just in commercials and shit, like Hennessy. And then they would mix it with, like, Red Bull. And I'm like, you're spending $80 on a bottle of liquor, and you're going to mix it with Red Bull. It's going to taste like Red Bull. Why don't you just buy the cheap shit? But they want to be at the party with that bottle. I was going to say, Coors and Corona, it's like Hispanic people and white people. Especially, like, down here. Everybody likes Corona down here. Movement booty down to LMF. Your front three are a little tired. I don't know if you saw everything or if you're good to go. Yeah, black people loved Ciroc. It was like the younger people, Ciroc. They loved that sparkly wine, Moscato. And then they would get Hennessy. And then the other people that loved cognac were like really old chain-smoking Chinese guys or Asian guys. They would buy the really expensive stuff. Sad people, if they looked sad, they were getting scotch. Old black people, especially late at night, they would get brandy because they drink it when they're sick, which is interesting. College girls, it was when are you good, Vukovic? It was when Pinnacle had all the flavors, and then the other, I think Smirnoff was the other one. Those two had all the flavors. So they would come in and it was like, oh, if I mix this with this, it tastes like that. And I'm like, you fucking kill yourself, dude. Why didn't you tell me you were here, motherfucker? Dude. We could have had like a family day. We could have gone to the fucking zoo. Trying to think of what else there was. Older, like, white people would get Grey Goose, which is basically Hennessy for white people. Vodka is very interesting. Vodka is distilled, so when you buy a thing of vodka, it tells you how many times it's distilled. The dumbest way to say it is think of distilling it as running it through a Brita filter. So if you buy really cheap vodka and it tastes like gasoline, you just run it through a Brita filter like 5 times and it'll be the smoothest shit you've ever had in your life. So you buy expensive vodka because it's smoother, because it's distilled more times, and then the cheaper stuff is, obviously going to destroy your throat. So like Smirnoff, I think, is 3 times. Grey Goose is 5. I don't think anybody does more than 5. That's why Tito's became so popular, because Tito's was fairly affordable, but they distilled it in a way that made it really smooth. I think also they went with the whole like American-made Texas thing. But anyways, I could talk all day about that shit. That was, what a great job that was. Well, it was a very sad job, but we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Always open to any questions about alcohol.
Granger knows that as the procurement coordinator at a manufacturing plant, you can count on auto reordering the PPE you need on hand. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Alright. Last thing I'll say, and then I'll call the game. Tequila, it's funny that people say, like, oh, this makes me do crazy shit. Tequila's the only one, maybe wine, but tequila should be the only alcohol that ever makes anybody do anything crazy, because it's the only one that's an upper and a downer. Alcohol is a depressant, and so it's a downer. I gotta do subs for Naples. But tequila, the agave in it makes it an upper as well, and so because of that, you get this. It's almost like people that like drink and take pills kind of thing. Like it's like drinking a Four Loko. You get really messed up because your body is trying to do opposite things. If that makes any sense at all. I guess that's everybody, huh? But the reason I say wine is because I think if you get cheaper wine, it's going to have some additives in it and maybe some sweeteners in it, so that might be similar. But that's why you always want to drink plenty of water, because hangover is just being dehydrated. Thank you, beautiful mind, Russell Crowe. And then I highly recommend things like pickle juice. Just a big gulp of pickle juice before you go to bed with your water. Yeah, and then always look at the alcohol content. Not every alcohol is the same. Proof is just the percentage times 2. So if it's 80 proof, that means it's 40% alcohol. Keep an eye on that as well. Anyways, here we go. Alcohol lesson is over. This one out to Browry. Shitty. Dude, yeah, definitely, because it's got no sugar in it, right? Pickle juice is just, it's going to be vinegar, garlic. You're going to get your sodium, but without the sugar, without the dyes either. I don't know if you guys have the same dyes in Europe. I don't know. But yeah, definitely just a couple swigs of pickle juice. So good, man. And I like pickle juice. I don't know if you guys like pickles, but yeah. Highly recommend it. And then just down the water. And then if you do have a hangover, obviously people take like over-the-counter stuff. But I recommend salt water, because what it'll do is it'll help the water be absorbed into the tissues in your brain or your skull, whatever it is. So you can drink all the water you want, but you want to help open up those membranes, and the salt water will help do that. Now that I sound like a lunatic, here we go. Just a few minutes to go here. My gosh. Straight with just drink the dyes. Yeah, I think you'll get Alzheimer's by noon. was hilarious. I would love to go on a vacation with Honorable Mexican. We've talked in VC a lot. He's a great guy. We're very similar people. Our kids are very similar ages. We live only a few hours. Well, I say a few. Probably like 7 hours away from each other. Yeah, I like him very much. I would love to eventually do a thing. I don't even let my kids on camera. That's why, or my wife or anybody. So that's why if I'm like, hey, dude, let's do something, you know, that's what it means. I have it before and after training matches. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why you do the pickle juice. Yeah. Ooh, honey is a good idea. Yeah. Yep, pickle juice, dude. I work with a guy that used to be like a really big track athlete in the 90s, and he says you can rub mustard on like if you get a cramp, you should rub mustard on your calf. So I'm wondering if mustard has something in it as well to help the absorption of water or something. But I can't. I've never looked it up, but he swears by it, and I've heard it before. So I don't know if mustard has some sort of hydration property in it or something. But I know, right? How come we don't see any physios? Remember that sexy physio from Chelsea? God, I'd let her lather me up with some fucking mustard. Oh my goodness. Dijon! That was weird. All right, here we go. Belfast and Norton. Honorable's like at the pool, and I do Dijon. All right, Belfast and Norton. Whoops. I hope this is a good game. Obviously, Norton on paper is a much better team, but we've seen so much. That's why I love this competition. Especially with Norton, they've had some weird results. Let me get everything up here. I want to make sure I have at least the Belfast song, because I can always find the Norton song. The Belfast one is easy to see because it has all those shamrocks in it. There it is. All right.
How good's it feel to say good news?
Oh my God! Shut you, dick. So wait, can we just talk really, really quick? Berlin just won. So Naples are eliminated officially. Berlin is on 7 points, which means that they have just jumped into the 24th spot. And now that means that you need at least 7 points, in theory, goal differential would come into play, to finish in the top 24. Everybody else from 1 to 23 has at least 8 points right now. So there is a lot of interest. There are a lot of teams fighting for very few spots. I thought we would have had more of a fight for like 4, 5, 6 spots, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I think everybody's fighting for 23rd and 24th, maybe 22nd. Like, there may be 8 teams fighting for 3 spots. That's crazy. All right, Belfast. We'll get the uniforms and the stadium here. Belfast are normal. They won't be next week if they're home. Doesn't matter. They'll be wet. You got a dark one? Yeah, there you go. Here we go. This is a huge game. I don't want to get too into it because I don't have graphics on the screen, but basically these two teams are tied on 14 points. Both teams are undefeated with 4 wins and 2 draws. Belfast have won 3 in a row. Norton, 3 wins out of their last 4. Very similar everything. Belfast, 12 goals scored. Norton, 11. The goal differential is plus 10 for Belfast, plus 7. So it's a 3-goal gap So should they draw, Belfast would remain ahead of them. Common opponents, let's see. I don't think they have one. Roma's the common opponent. Norden beat them 2-0. Belfast also beat them 2-0. Belfast, interesting results. They drew Riga 0-0. They drew Porto 0-0. But then, they, like we said, 3-game win streak. Berlin, Milan, and Cardiff. Belfast did get a good draw. Let's call it like it is. Roma and Milan and Norden. Last game of this campaign, they will have a toughie, I think. No, they got Brussels. Dude, they got a good draw, man. They got a good draw. Take advantage of it. Norden has got a good draw as well. Hamburg, they beat Vienna, but they drew Zurich, and they drew Budapest. Belfast, grinning from ear to ear, licking their chops with an opportunity, and here we go. Welcome to FSL Live. Well, we've talked about the 6-pointers at the bottom. How about a 6-pointer at the top? 6-pointer, I hardly know her. Norden and Belfast. Should we get a winner today, they will jump into a tie with Athens and Zagreb and remain undefeated. Plenty to play for. Both teams are currently just outside the top 8 as well. You have to keep that in mind. Really quick, before we get started, so we know that Belfast will play against Brussels on the final day. Brussels are god-awful. So they would hope to get 3 points there. As for Norden, they take on Paris. So both teams will feel like they can get 3 points next match day. This could be the difference. This game here between top 8 and 9th. So we are underway. Both teams in normal tempo as we get ready to call it like we see it, won't we? Both teams normal tempo, defensive preset for Norden, main preset for Belfast. They've gone with counter target on Cuervo. They went to long pass. As they will try to break on the counter against this Norden team, which you can see is a very almost cut in half. There's really nobody in that midfield. Zacharias will pop in and out when he's not working produce at the grocery store. Fink. Yeah, Norden basically playing a 5-5. Or a 6-4 at times. Floyd Lawton will pick it up. Plenty of space here. He's going to find his striker, Mendes Gomez. Sandy Cheeks to Luigi. Sandy Cheeks. What a debut season it's been for Sandy Cheeks. First time FSL goalie. He's only allowed 2 goals all season. And both of them came in the last match against Cardiff. And did that game give us any indication on how to break down this Belfast side? Cardiff, the most attacking side, at least on the pitch in this league phase, under Ange Postecoglou's. Bobo. Zacharias. It's going to be high tempo. This one goes out of play. Match day 8 will begin tomorrow, noon Eastern time. The deadline for the upgrade session, which will take place right before the knockout stages next Thursday. There's a coupon code right now. Use coupon code April to get 15% off any purchase. We've also added the ability to change your player's national team one time. It's now in the Discord store. Opportunity! Oh my goodness! Off the nipple! And it's 1-0! Norden! Matthias Jackson! Clock. Oh, it went off his head. I'm sorry. And they're going to go custom, which has defensive on the DMF, Thad Castle. What's up, Tomar? Belfast, high tempo. And a new setup here. Well, their debutant is on the bench today, Ollie Sitters. Will he get a chance to play? We doubt a 40 overall center back would come on unless the game is out of hand. Headed away. This one will be picked up by Floyd Lawton. Zerko going up against his FSL player counterpart in Tenshin. Throw it now for Belfast. Well, you know, with that long pass, your pass percentage completion will go down. Pass completion percentage, excuse me. But they do get the ball up quicker. And there's a good example of it. Fink. Bit of a press now from Belfast. One thing about this Norden side, they've given up late goals to poorer opposition. I've already mentioned the draws against Budapest and Zurich. Budapest and Zurich, very different play styles as well. Budapest with that long ball down the middle. Zurich addicted to width. They love fat girls. Collision here. Good play there from Thad Castle. Tenshin to back to Castle. Keach. Look at this ball out wide to Cuervo. Opportunity for Belfast. Cuervo sends it in. And they got called. What a save! The Great Wall of Vagina! Young Choi! And it was all right there for Belfast. Stonelight. Indigo Colt. Stonelight. Keach. I didn't change any of my players' nationalities. Oh, because I changed his name. Is that national team poaching? Stonelight. Nearman. Stone Light. Bradley Keach. Back to Tinchy. Advantage is played here. And this is going to go out. No, it's just a... Must have been a goal kick. No, I wasn't changing his shit. That's what you get for going in DMs. That's what you get for poaching. Now, it might make sense for him to go Dutch. You know me, I'm going to put him wherever it's not going to take somebody's place. I don't really care. It's funny, too, because we're linked, Tottenham are linked with Harry Wilson, apparently, for a little bit. And I'm like, oh my God. Lily White Wilson. Lily White Wilson. Take off, long, and counter. So you want possession and short. Just confirm that for me, big sexy. Locking down to SS. Yeah, I would move him. I don't even know. I wouldn't care. I would move him anywhere that just needed a defender. I like some of the small nations. I like some of the Slav nations. Like, I wouldn't mind being at, like, you know, Czechs or Slovakia, Slovenia. Counter target off. Not. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't you say counter? Oh, you know what it is? You put cointer. You put cointer. I apologize. So keep it on counter. Take off, counter target. All right, so counter target is off. I think you meant cores. Counter target, the banquet instruction. All right, so counter target is off, but you're still on counter attack. Does that make sense? Start in Maine. Okay, all right. This is a party. This is how you party at FSL. Here we go. No changes for Norden. Did I see anything? Did I miss anything? Moved on to SS. Is that the only thing? Since we're partying, I'm gonna do an @everybody ping. I'm gonna @everybody in the Everything Spurs channel. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna @everybody. That's how we party there. Alright, here we go. Starting in main. And you're starting in defense, or you're staying in defensive. Okay. Here we go. Gotta get a good picture, you know, you gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's all for the kids. You know, it's just for the kids. Let's give away 10J money. 10J money. Get all. We gotta get it warmed up, don't we? Son of a bitch! If that happens, then I get it. That's the rule. Bombaclat sends it backwards. there's ever no recent chatters, I get it. You don't have an account on Chatterbait. Here goes Cuervo. Had to show my ID and everything. Bradley Keach. Opportunity here. Stonelight does well off the pack of Zuccolo. Belfast again on the counter. Indigo Colt. This one out wide to Neerman. Leonard Neerman. Players in the box for Belfast. Neerman's just going to take it himself. Stonelight. Cuervo. Oh, dangerous area headed away by Zuccolo. Zacharias puts his green head on it. And some changes here now. The wingers will become very attacking wingbacks in a way, as opposed to out-and-out wingers. Lawton, Mendes Gomez, Zacharias defending there. Colt. Oh, what an outstretched leg it was. That leg bigger than Michelle Obama's black cock. Fink. 1-2 buckle my shoe with Spitz. Patience now from Norden as they try to bleed this game. Greta Thunberg's vagina during her first period next month. This ball out to Tenshade. Stamina check now. Back three are all high greens. Midfield is all at least half. Tenshin, it's all pretty equal. Tenshin is your most tired. Castle's not going to get tired because he's on defensive. Neerman's getting there. Cuervo's not going to get tired because he's on the counter target. So Neerman and Tenshin are your most tired. Obviously, Tenshin is still at like 45, almost 50%. Neerman, whatever. He's not too bad. Free stamina check the other way. Back line is good. Bobo is about 45%. Jackson about the same. Zacharias getting about 25%, and the attack is good. I got you, homie. Okay. Time to give away some J-Money! And the winner is... Who's Ninja? Is that Amin? Amin's the only ninja here. I'm giving away some crazy shit tonight, dude. Yellow mohawk. Green eyebrows. Sick boots. All right, here we go. We're going to get our change here. Cola is going to come on for 10 sheet. Colastico. And then end off for Vagina. It's Vagina time! Make him a CF. Do you want everything to stay the same and you just want him up like this? Here we go. Am I crazy? There were no changes. No changes for Norden. They don't really have a bench, do they? First season they've ever had a bit of a bench after the Belgrade migration. Oh no, this one's gonna fall down! Oh, what a tackle! Holy Toledo fat man! A goal-saving tackle! And now it's Belfast going the other way. Tenshin back to Akhtar, who made that tackle, didn't he? That was insane. Out wide to Cuervo. Jose Cuervo. Trying to make Zacharias his bitch. Centers it. Keach. Indigo cold opportunity. Has his pocket picked by Jonathan Fink. I think I can. And Luigi. Thad Castle to Pantaloons. And we're going to get a sub here. I got to make sure my family's not home. They are not. So I gotta grab some more beer after this game. Holy fuck. Carlo is going to come in for Zacharias. Carlo Manchetti. We mentioned that this is the only time they've ever really had some depth. Norden. This is a 6-pointer. Trying to get top 8 here. Both teams would believe they will get a win in the next match day, but this game could be the difference. Zacharias back to Fink. Final 12 minutes, not including stoppage time. Fink to Spitz, playing out of the back here for Norden, or as they call it in Sweden, a Danish reach around. Here goes Cuervo from distance. One-handed save. Myung Choi, the Great Wall of Vagina. It's going to be max tempo here for Belfast. This one is set in. The header will fall down. Akhtar. And son of a bitch. Did we make one joke and a third of our fucking viewers leave? High tempo now. By the way, if you ever have a corner and you want to do, I wouldn't even call it a glitch. Oh my goodness, what a ball from Cuervo! If you ever have a corner, we got to come up with a name for it, and you want to do the thing where you like do max tempo, but you do a sub, and then everybody's up. We have to come up with a name for it. Oh no, Riz! Von Babaclani's offsides! I think he missed it. No, he scored. But he's offsides. Check that out. It was tight, unlike his slut girlfriend. Sandy Cheeks. Akhtar. Castle. Stone Light back to Castle. Final few minutes here. Well, the one thing about Belfast tonight is they have kept that incredibly impressive defensive record, only allowing the one goal. In fact, they've created the more chances, haven't they? Cuervo, can he send in another good ball? He does this one. Looked like Colt thought it was for him, but it was, the trajectory was more for the right winger. It's going to be max tempo now for Belfast. And here they go. Nope, not enough time. 1-0 it ends. A great display from Belfast, but couldn't get anything out of it. Four shots, 3 on target, 2 saves from Myung Choi. Norden won't care. All right, here's a game that both of those teams will worry about. Can Oslo do anything to take a point away from Madrid? This could get fucking great. This game could be insane. We'll see. Hey, this could be a monumental match. Oslo. are short and dry. Did I ever do your away? Oh, okay, good. Madrid are going to go with their third, because that doesn't clash. I just think that's the better choice. I'm kidding, you fucking idiots. That won't clash. We do have man marking in all presets. For Oslo, Emu on Nas, Hunt on Def Jenny, or as I like to call her, DJ. I'm sorry. Here we go. Emu on Nas. Hunt. Ooh, I like this. This is the kind of shit that I've had success with myself. What's up, dude? Mahmood. My favorite student's name is Mahmood. He's not my favorite. He's just the nicest. Start defensive, low tempo. All right. Here we go. I'm going to pee and grab another beer. Here we go. Oslo taking on Madrid. The goal songs. We gotta do high tempo and low tempo. Doesn't Oslo have a goal song? Is it pinned? I swear you guys had a goal song. Yep, there it is. Get out of here! Get out of here, son of a bitch! Alright, high tempo for Madrid, low tempo for Oslo, and we are underway. Johnny Venom! And it's 1-0 in the opening 10 minutes for Madrid. And this will mean that Belfast in the live table will drop down to 11th, as Norden and Madrid will leapfrog them. However, with the Norden victory only by 1 goal, never mind, the points are different. Holy shit, what a save from Oslo! Don't listen to me. But yeah, Madrid and Norden will leapfrog Belfast. At this time, Madrid will stay outside of the top 8. No, that's not true. Lisbon will drop down. Fuck me. This is why I don't do live shit. Lisbon and Copenhagen and Prague and Vienna. Oh my gosh. A win tonight from Madrid and they would jump into 5th place. Weissenbund. Hunt. Zuniga. Dude, that's... I'm sure I've told this before. Her pussy smells like fingers, I think, is one of the funniest things I've ever said in my life. And nobody I've ever said it to has even laughed or smiled. It's so crazy. Like, you think you know what people think is funny. And even, like, again, this is 15 years ago, I'm not... But, like, when I did stand-up, people would laugh at things that that weren't supposed to be, like, the bomb. Like, it's weird. I think saying a girl's pussy smells like fingers is fucking hilarious. Nobody laughs! Nobody thinks it's funny at all. Ever. Listen, Tomar, just because we have the same birthday doesn't mean you get to be a smartass. Molek, Wagner. At halftime, we got some giveaways. We got a yellow mohawk, green eyebrows, some sick boots, long legs. How about a pedo facial hair? I get to decide what that is. Goal celebration 79. Billy Boyle down the right side here. Venom's going to head it backwards. She likes it backwards, doesn't she? Rosas. Schlettbo. Moto. Schlettbo. Back to Cook. Well, this is starting to look a bit like the last game. After conceding the goal, the team losing actually looks a bit more organized and confident. Schlettbo. Eric Cook. Zuniga. I got a lot of love for all my Zunigas. Weissenbund. Back to Zuniga. John Hunt. I want to buckle my shoe with Zuniga. Well, if you're Oslo, if you can get into halftime down 1, maybe pick them off, and this might be it here. John Hunt. Oslo needs so much help. They have to win their last 2 games, and they need so many things to go in their favor. I haven't looked at the table to see if they're eliminated yet. What a save that is. Yeah, if they win both games, they would be tied on points with Berlin. And if Milan win tonight, it would be the same situation. So, Oslo up against it. The good news is if they don't win tonight, then they get to be rolled into an FA Cup spot. They'll be the first team officially eliminated. Well, that's not true. After the Berlin win, everybody on 3 points with 7 games played. Cardiff, Naples, Belgrade, and Riga were eliminated, so that's not true. So we will have some FA Cup draws either tomorrow or Monday, and we'll find out maybe some potential matchups. Moto. Oslo looking really solid since that goal to Jenny Venom. Interesting campaign for Oslo. You look at their team, it's Rosas and Emu. Granted, Panchito does have some, but their other guy, Cuervo, hasn't done much. Sander went AFK. No changes for Oslo. In this preset, Gamar will mark Cook. Julia will mark Zuniga. My Niga Zuniga. Here we go. Oslo, objectively, you have to say they've underperformed, haven't they? They do lack that out-and-out striker. Oh, and this is going to fall down to Julia, top right corner, just where she likes it. Well, right before Julia interrupted me with her loud mouth, we mentioned it, Oslo. That draw to Naples, they lost to Dublin, they lost to Lisbon and Hamburg, Berlin. I think Prague and Lisbon are probably the 2 games you'd go, all right, we get it. But that gutted Hamburg side, the Berlin loss, it probably had an equal draw, but more often than not came out on the wrong side. Nasval Hala makes it 3! Oh no! Thanks, Lucas. Jeez, man. Oh, here goes hard on. Wow, so much for having a hard on. When Julia's hornier than Tyrese hard on, it's an interesting night, isn't it? Holy moly. Cavallo. Kamar. And Julia jumped up and took a bite out of that apple, didn't she? That was even the garden. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Panchito. Molto. John Hunt. We're going to have Zurich up next against Milan if you stick around. Speaking of giveaways, here we go. Blazer. Oops. Eric Cook. It's a long ball to Emu. Knocked up, caught by Hunt trying to get there. Wagner. Madrid really believe this is a really good opportunity for them to get silverware in this competition. They've failed against the big boys, haven't they? Not just traditionally, but carried over into this league phase. Madrid. They drew Zagreb. They lost to Manchester. Nobody's going to be really impressed by their victories over Belgrade, Brussels, Monaco, and Milan. And now lowly Oslo. Eventually they will to beat somebody worth a damn. Stamina check here. Everybody in the back line looks okay. Midfield, everybody's okay. Hard on is your lowest, but he's still just below half for now. Mole's getting tired. Bober's getting there. Nas, Boyo, Gamar's probably fine, but for Harda. Swamp Ole with Sean Combs. Saboya for Bernie. Oh, sorry, hold on. Let me make sure the man marking stayed. You still want... They swapped. No, that stays, yeah. So you got Hard on Parker on Venom and Emu on Valhalla, just so you know. Marcel up to see it. This. Oslo will officially be eliminated. They will be looking forward to that upgrade session and then the FA Cup. They'll find out they got an opportunity to still finish, or excuse me, not finish, but win through the draw. A chance in the first round, or the round of 32. And they will find out sooner than anybody in this competition where they will be. Will they avoid that opening round tie? Remember, it's 2 legs. It's a free kick now for Madrid. No yellow card, says our referee. I'm not sure if that's Stu Pryor or the other bald guy. Valhalla. Milan and Zurich are next. It's a debut for All-Star August. And that game has a lot of implications as well. If Zurich win, it will put a bunch of pressure on those teams fighting for top 8, as they'll be on 16 points as well. And if Milan win, they will remain in the fight for finishing in the top 24. So plenty to play for in the next game. Plus, I'm adding to the giveaways, because who gives a shit? Goal celebration 97. High socks. Long chin. I want to give away another Junos. We'll give away a headband. A headband that's pink. Pink headband. Do some giveaways. You got to hang out with us the next round. Plus, we're going to give away at least a total of 250 J money. 250 total J money. Not at once. Not at once in total. And what a tackle that is from Sean. Baby Oil Combs. Gamar. Venom. Speaking of oil, Bernino's going to lay this one off. It's caught by Whiskey. Parker. Moto. Schlagbo. Well, back to the drawing board for Oslo. They'll have one more game before it's quite a long break for the yellow and black. They will get those 2 games in the FA Cup at least. There'll be 2 upgrade sessions in between and a transfer window. Will it be a much different Oslo side that we see in the FA Cup? Might they get a one Jesse Lee Peterson? Magnus Trapp. Cavallo. Moto. Cook. Well, that'll do it, as Marsala will send this one in, and things almost got worse. 3-0 it ends. Milan and Zurich are next, and that is the last game of match day 7. What do you think, Mutt? Would you like a LMF left winger for the FA Cup? Oh, wait, I transferred. I can't move him. It would be for season 7. I would definitely... I don't think any of my guys can transfer. Yeah, none of my guys can transfer. Never mind. But yeah, season 7, I would love... If you plan on captaining again... Peterson's better, dude. Peterson's more influential. I think David might go back to Amsterdam season 7. I don't know if because here's the thing, season 7 is gonna be basically whoever buys fucking Jesus captaincy. So we're gonna go to like 24 teams, I think, and I'm doing. I don't know if I'd move Havison though. Havison fits Dublin with how they want to play. This is a huge game, man. This is so crazy. Now, Scooter made sure that the match day 8 was as few AI versus AI as possible. So, in terms of the table, match day 8 is, we should see the user teams go up, but will it do anything for them? Milan, I don't even know if he ever gave me a fucking... He's been AFK for a month. Normal and dry. He DM'd me like a month ago. He said, hey, I got a family emergency. I was like, alright, man. I haven't heard from him since. He might have died. Speaking of death. Milan and Zurich, here we go! Oh my god! Oh my god! Here we go. And we are underway. Welcome into this magnificent match day 7. Zurich in their away greens taking on Milan. Zurich have already qualified for the top 24. Only one change to them, as it will be pickle juice. Jeez. A debut for the left winger, replacing Alexei Alpha. And it'll go from one AA to another. All-star August. This one up to Bjorn Thor. What a campaign it's been. There's the debutant, August, down this left side. August chased down by Michael Kent. He does well. Back to Plum. They've been the best AI side there is. It's not even close, to be honest. Edward of FantasySimLeague.com for all things FSL. The next best team is Paris. It's a 3-point gap. Well, Zurich have Milan tonight. They'll have Amsterdam possibly tomorrow. So there's a good chance they will end up on their 13 points, but they've done really well. You look at their matches and results, they have some incredible ones. They beat Liverpool, Turin, and Monaco, and then they drew Norden. They are 2-1-1 against the 4 user captain teams that they've faced. And technically it's a user captain team tonight, isn't it? In Milan. Sugar Plum. Well, if Weather doesn't want to be restricted captain, then I will do their subs at 60 minutes and their tempo every 15 minutes. Otherwise, he can do those whenever he'd like. Heineken. Ruben Ross Patterson. Back to Plum. Well, the interesting thing for Zurich is they haven't grinded out results. They've scored goals, haven't they? They've scored in every game but one. That was the Vienna match. Even that game they looked solid. It's a much better Vienna side. 75 J Money to Mr. August for his first ever stream watch. Thank you. Welcome, my brother in Christ. Virginia Emmett sends in a ball here, and that was going to be caught by the goalkeeper. Almost a half hour gone. A draw would be wonderful. All right, he's going to do it. He's going to take over restricted captain. Restricted captain, all you can do, tempo and subs anytime you want. That's it. But you can do it whenever you want, brother. And I can show you your bench and stuff. Maybe at halftime, I'll show you your bench. Michael Kent. Krasniqi. Friede. Good takeaway here from Bonk. Bjorn Thor. Interception by Milan. Well, Milan's an interesting side. Remember, they got a captain in the middle of this whole thing. He was super excited. He bought a bunch of players. They disappeared. Milan have had quite the campaign themselves. They did beat Cardiff and they drew Naples, but otherwise they've been absolutely dreadful, losing to Liverpool, Belfast, Copenhagen, and Madrid. They are still in the running, though, for top 24. They need a victory tonight. And match day 8 will see them against Manchester, which would surely be a loss. Don't call me Shirley. So they will need a victory today and praying for a draw match day 8. Hey, maybe there's a chance Manchester rests players. They will clinch top 8. Will they try to not accumulate any yellow cards? Time to do some giveaways. Let's giveaway it up. Yellow Mohawk. Yellow Mohawk. You got to type in the YouTube chat if you want to be a winner. Yellow Mohawk, and it's going to go to Scooter. Now we're going to give away green eyebrows. Green eyebrows. Eyebrows. We're going to take a break from the commentary for the giveaways. Green Eyebrows. And the winner is Scooter again. Remember, you can give them to teammates. Or anybody, I guess. Time to give away sick boots. Sick. You bastard. Tell Glazer's going to get some nice boots. Long legs. This is one of my favorites. Opportunity for Zurich. Zurich inside the box. Ruben Ross Patterson lays it off for Kontrich. Kontrich back to Heineken. Ruben Ross Patterson. Heineken. Little 1-2 buckle my shoe. Before it's taken over by Maka Paka. And halftime here. Long legs. Who's going to win long legs? I'll tell you who it is. It's Scooter again. Son of a bitch. Pedophile facial hair. Here we go. Pedophile facial hair. And the winner is... Don't worry, I'm not going to post his real-life picture. Scooter again. I'll show you your bench. So here's the thing, Big Sexy. So nobody, I can't show you stamina because it's a restricted captain, free shit, whatever. But I can show you your bench. So you have a 55 DMF who you could put it right back or at center back if you wanted because he's higher rated. And then you can see these guys here. Your two center backs are 40 overall. Don't worry too much about position. Like, obviously, if you wanted to put, like, a winger at right back and your defensive midfielder at center back, you could. And it might be better than having somebody that's lowest of low at everything. There's nobody here, so what we do is we do put their subs on very early for Milan. Let me make sure that Zurich are not on very early. I'm going to turn that off since they have somebody here. Oop, I'm so sorry. Yellow mohawk, green eyebrows. Yes. Long legs to weather. Okay. Time to give away goal celebration 79. Put low at right back. There we go. See, he knows what he's doing. So he's going to keep the center back in and put low at right back. Okay. You can do subs anytime. Just ping me when you want to do it. Same thing with tempo. I think you're familiar with Pez, so obviously we have medium, high, and highest. We call it max. Don't do max. We call it max tempo suicide. Kontrich. Let's start. Indefinite suspension of who? Geck? Oh, God, I was like, no way. I mean, it's like, can we get Geck and Chow? And flew back in here. I think it's almost been long enough, hasn't it? I'm down to give it a shot. Was it last summer? Or was it around I don't remember when it happened. We've done okay. I like YouTube better personally, but I think as a casual viewer, Twitch is much more accessible. I think Twitch is much more accessible. What I like about YouTube is the broadcasts are uploaded at the best quality. But with Twitch, it's the accessibility is... It's all about the live, you know. Andres with the yellow mohawk. I'm telling you, I want to buy those fake boobs and just go topless with the pasties. All right, we're going to call the rest of this game just to be super friendly to our new user, Weather. And we're so happy you're here, buddy. Welcome. It's super late. That's why nobody's watching. Also, nobody cares about these two teams. Krasniqi to Paca. Paca out wide to Kent. Kent down this right side. It's a nice ball and a good touch. Virginia Emmett. Krasniqi back to Emmett. Kent is calling for it. Will he get it? Yes, he does. My goodness. That's J-Mart reach around on Valentine's Day, isn't it, Emmett? Headed away by Zurich. What if you... God, motherfucker. Hold on. Eyebrows to Mahmoud, and sitters will get the pedo hair. And we continue. Both teams in normal tempo. I can't touch Milan because they have a paying captain, and Zurich has captain. Here goes Bill Thor! Oh my goodness! And Zurich take the lead 1-0! Are you kidding me? Bjorn Thor! And it's a weather masterclass, isn't it? Friday night FSL. Oh my goodness, no alpha, no problem. Can you believe it? And Zurich, I'll be honest, I was worried they were going to drop down into that mid part of the league phase table, but they are back in that top 8 hunt, at least for now. Rahman to Thor. Heineken. August. Heineken to Thor. August made a great run, but wasn't seen. Rahman. Heineken. Thor. Can he make magic twice? No! What a save it is from Milan's goalkeeper, Riku Nuhomo. And Zurich again will win the ball back. This Zurich team is insane. August. Plum. The deflection falls down to August. August back to Plum. August in the box. Oh my goodness, manhandling players. Koncic. Heineken. Ambitious ball, and the header will go out of play. It's a Zurich throw-in. Holy shit. August again. So involved in these last 10 minutes. Thor, turn and shoot! Off the post and in! It's all over! But they're crying! It's his 5th and 6th goal for Bjorn Thor. And Zurich on 16 points have jumped over Belfast and Lisbon. And it might come down to goal differential for top 8. Oh my goodness. Alpha rested on the night. No subs. No problem. And Milan will be eliminated after this result. Hidden Meadows. Krasniqi. That'll do it. Milan eliminated. And Zurich will take on Amsterdam. Match day 8, possibly tomorrow with a chance for top 8. Are you serious? Let's give away a pink headband. Actually, you know what? I'm giving it to Weather. Weather, you get a headband of your choice, you sexy bastard. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh my gosh. What a game. What a stream. Hey, Premier League is back. But FSL is better. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Put the keg on my coffin and think of me ever so often. Have a loser's day, parade for all my friends. Drink up a life like a river till the beats a man delivers. Smile.
So let's just be, I know most people probably left, but let's just really quickly. Who is eliminated right now? Oslo are gone. Because of the Berlin win, 7 points is now 24th. And Berlin are +8. Belgrade, Naples, Riga, Cardiff, and Oslo are all eliminated. Milan will have to... There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams on 4 points. They all will have to win by a lot and hope that Berlin, Moscow, and Liverpool all lose. Well, let's take a look at match day 8. Berlin, Moscow, and Liverpool. Who plays who? Berlin play Cardiff. Moscow play Prague. And Liverpool have Warsaw. So chances are one of those teams is definitely going to get a win. Liverpool, Warsaw, Moscow, Prague, Berlin, Cardiff. It could be all over for Roma, Brussels, Dublin, Istanbul. Match day 8 begins tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Love your family. Tell your friends you love them. We'll see you tomorrow.